I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to the fact that I talk into my titty now. It's a reality. We have to talk into our nipples, and I don't know how I feel about it. If I'm really bad about it, I could be like one of those YouTubers that puts on like a ball cap and puts it on their ball cap. Nah, titty gang, rise up. Today's video, we're gonna be talking about YouTube. Specifically, kind of a little bit about my journey and how I feel a little bit of imposter syndrome. I'm also gonna be talking about kind of what I like in content, what I actually view on YouTube, and how different styles can kind of bring out different feelings from the viewers. But before we get into that, my name is Phantom and I started a TCG business with $0 in the bank. Every video we go over the highs and lows with running a TCG business, and at the end of every video we go over the sales we did from the day prior. If that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. We also have an awesome Discord community where we talk all things TCG business. It's a really cool community where everyone comes up and helps each other out with growing a business. Check it out if you want to join those awesome people. I feel like I felt in life a few times the feeling of imposter syndrome. This idea that I don't deserve to be where I'm at, or I'm not qualified enough to say the things or be the things that I am. The last time I really felt this pretty heavily is with my current job. The whole time I kept thinking, one of these days, my boss is gonna realize I'm a moron and I'm gonna be fired. I'm coming up on my 4th year anniversary. They still have yet to figure it out, so everybody stay quiet. But I don't feel that way anymore with work. I feel like I deserve to be at my work. I feel like I am qualified. I feel like I know what I'm talking about. It kind of went away. It was like that for a solid first year though. And I very much feel that now. I feel like y'all have not figured out how much of a moron I really am, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I do think I come in with a lot of experience, and I do think I have good things to say in theory, but I get compliments with some things that I'm just like, I don't know if I agree with you. I've gotten a lot of compliments on the editing of these videos. Y'all, I ain't doing nothing special. I'm clicking the C button on my keyboard, cutting a little bit, and then clicking the space in between and clicking delete. That's it. There is a very rare time where I might do a zoom as well. I ain't doing anything special, and I've gotten compliments like, oh, it's really good, fast editing. I don't know where that comes from, to be completely honest with you. If I had to guess, when it comes to this space, Rudy has made it very popular to just kind of turn on the camera and talk to it. And it feels genuine, people like that. So with me, I'm not confident that I could just turn on the camera and talk for a while. So I kind of decided to cut it up. It wasn't like a style choice. It was more so just like, I don't want to bring my ahs, pauses, and mistakes in. There's nothing wrong with keeping that stuff in, but that's why I chose to cut those things out. I didn't do it thinking this would help with retention. I did it because I felt it was necessary. So I would never describe myself as like an editor because I don't do anything special with any of my videos. Never in the past have I done crazy editing. I've tried in the past. It takes way too much time and way too much effort, and it's not fun, that I have zero desire to be like an actual editor. But I also feel like imposter syndrome because I'm like, I don't know why this is working. I can make guesses. I've got 4 major reasons why I think the channel is doing well. I have experience with thumbnails and titling with other YouTube channels, so I feel like I have a general grasp of what can get people to click. Those are the first 2 reasons. The third reason is because I'm doing a little bit more editing than a lot of people in this space. This isn't very often, so I'm thinking that this might help. It's kind of an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. And the 4th thing is because I feel like I had a relatively good idea. Starting a business from scratch, it's interesting. It's something that I've always wanted to watch. I've watched that idea unfold before on other channels and I really liked it, so I figured I'd go with it. So those are like the 4 reasons why I can think why this is working. It's not like I'm some big YouTuber, but my numbers are a lot better than I would have ever expected right now. But those 4 things I feel like I can't change. I feel like I gotta be very careful, and I'm just like scared to do something different because I'm like, that's not what I've done in the past and it hasn't worked. What if I changed one of those things? I mean, I have hired a thumbnail artist before and I really didn't like the results. But what if I had a different style of thumbnail? Or what if, heaven forbid, I don't cut all my stuff? What if I literally did just talk to a camera for 30 minutes and uploaded it? That is a terrifying thought. Would you guys watch? I don't know. I don't know why this is working. I just know that it is, and it scares me. It's weird though, because I'm not the only one that does edited content in this space, and I've actually seen in this space before of somebody doing heavily edited content and genuinely good editing. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't like it. It was interesting, it held my attention, but for some reason, it felt like I didn't like the person making the video. I don't know how to describe it, but it just felt like the person making the video kinda thought his poop didn't stink. And I'm sorry, I've not smelled his poop before, but I can imagine it doesn't smell very nice. But it felt like he was acting like it didn't. And maybe it's something to do with that, some kind of like genuine feeling. And I think that's why a lot of people like this stuff that isn't edited, because they can feel like they kind of connect to the person behind the camera. I mean, I get it, I'm so good looking, that helps me a lot, but I don't know. I don't know why y'all watch. I don't think you guys know why you watch. What's weird about imposter syndrome, at least for me as well, is that no matter how many times someone might tell you that those feelings are unfounded, it still feels very strong. I'm gonna be real with y'all for just a minor second. Is this too real? This might be too real. I have a really strong feeling that everyone around me hates me. Damn, this is too real. This is too real. And my mind tells me that every day. This is way too real. Why am I doing this? My mind tells me that I'm a bad brother, a bad son, a bad husband, a bad friend, and now a bad YouTuber. Too real, too real. And I know that those things are false. I once told my therapist, yes, if it wasn't obvious, I go to therapy, that I don't want compliments. I don't want someone to say, you are a good brother, you are a good son, you are these good things. In fact, I want the opposite. I want someone to tell me, yeah, you're not gaslighting yourself, you are a piece of shit. And it hasn't happened, but I feel like I'm going crazy. Therapy has helped a lot with that. I recognize I'm not those things. Where are we going with this video? What is happening? I can't upload this. Now this video feels like I'm fishing for compliments. I promise I'm not doing that. Please don't compliment in the comments because you feel you need to. That's not what I'm wanting. I gotta get out of my way sometimes. It's hard to, and I wonder if anybody else feels the same way as I do. We have so much sales to go over. Let's get into those. Let's stop talking to the square on a stick. We did a lot of sales yesterday. We listed a bunch of that bulk, basically all the EXs and full arts from the bulk we got yesterday, and they basically almost all sold overnight. It's kind of crazy. So this first order was 51 cards. Unfortunately, I'm only sending them 50, or maybe it's 50 and I'm only sending them 49 because I made a mistake. I actually made 2 mistakes with this order when I listed them, and I'll show them this. This Cub shoe is supposed to be a reverse hollow, but it's a Pokeball hollow. Messed that up. And then I also listed a Go Lurk as a Golet. So we messed that one up as well. So we're gonna be refunding that, but that's $16.81 after fees. We will have to ship this in a bubble mailer, so we'll also be probably taking about $5 or $6 off as well. So that's gonna probably come out around 10 bucks. Next, we sold this Sign of Blood for 31 cents, $1.09 after fees. Then we sold these Mega Evolution cards and this Vaporeon for $7.25, $5.90 after fees. We then sold these cards for $5.10, $4.06 after fees. Reason why I like free shipping is people will add something like this, Caterpie Metapod Butterfree. None of these are worth more than like 15 cents, and they all sold for a quarter, so that's 75 cents that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't have them listed. Next is a viewer of the channel, Don Depot, bought all of these cards, totaling to $21.39 after fees. I love this Clawitzer, and I'm glad that this Spiritomb is also going to a viewer. Love, love, love this card. Can't get over that. Next, we sold all 3 of these Acerolas for $5.50 after fees. We sold this one for 68 cents, $1.41 after fees. Next is Frostmoth, which we got shipping for, sold for $2.83 after fees. Then we sold a few of these Full Arts and this Flygon and Duraludon. Again, each of these cards would not be worth at least a quarter, and they sold for a quarter, $4.61 after fees. We just sold this Mega Manectric EX. I really like this card too. I think it looks really good. $3.14 after fees. Then we sold 2 Sharpedo EXs, $1.06 for $1.74 after fees. We then sold these 5 cards for $5.52 after fees. I think by now I can stop saying after fees. I say that too much. Love this Togedemaru card. These 4 sold for $4.36. These 5 sold for $5.37. I really like these 2 cards. These Full Arts look really good. I really like the Rotom with all the stuff in the background. And lastly, these 2 cards sold for $1.93. I got a lot of packing up to do, but I won't be able to do that before the end of this video. So we're gonna do all this before the shipping costs that I'm gonna have to add later for tomorrow's video. Really, really solid day yesterday. We had 15 orders totaling $85.66. We do still have to remove the expenses for shipping this. I think I'm gonna be doing at least 1 shipping order, maybe possibly 2. So we might have to subtract like $10, $11 after also taking off those cards that we messed up on. So we will be adding to our expenses, but that will be for tomorrow since I won't have time to get to this for this video. That brings our total sales minus fees at $893.08 with our grand total of $275.16. We so quickly paid off that bulk that we bought the other day. I'm really excited about that. We basically bought it, turned it around, and now everything else is just pure profit. So it's really, really nice. You can happen super fast, especially with Pokemon bulk, and nice Pokemon bulk like those EXs and things sell insanely quickly, as you see. Literally listed those yesterday evening, and they all sold basically in the evening. That's gonna do it for me though. Hopefully this wasn't too cringe today. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and check out the Discord link in the description.